in the middle of a meeting.
No. Come in. I'm glad you're here.
Hello, Brooke. What brings you by?
Well, I'm sure you've all heard about Nick's decision not to carry your line.
Actually, what we've heard is it wasn't Nick's decision at all.
Yeah, Ridge forced his hand. Invoked the high-end exclusivity clause.
I'd like you to know, I just found out about that myself.
Well, I knew it, Brooke. I knew you had nothing to do with this.
I can't believe that Ridge would do something like this behind our backs. I mean, what, did he think that Nick would cover for him? That we wouldn't find out what he was up to?
No, of course not. He would be here right now if he didn't have to be overseas trying to clear up the confusion of whether Spectra Couture by Thorne Forrester is either Spectra or Forrester.
Actually, it's both.
Well, that's kind of the problem. He doesn't want our image tangled up with yours.
I think that's insulting. Felicia.
You had a very successful preview showing and some decent press. But you and I both know that's not enough for a startup company to break into top-tier boutiques.
So when you and Ridge started Logan Designs, you weren't expecting to sell to top tier?
That was different.
Well, of course. Nobody was out to Shanghai you.
You know, Brooke, it never occurred to me and Dad to try to close you down. We were ready to compete.
I know you must be disappointed.
Oh, this is more than a disappointment, Brooke. You know as well as I do that I can't sell this expensive of a line to anywhere but high-tier boutiques. Now, we get shut out of those, we are shut down. Simple as that.
I'm sorry, Thorne.
Don't tell me you're sorry, Brooke. Tell me that you're going to do something about it. Tell me that you're not going to let Ridge get away with this. Because if he does, Brooke, all the work that we've done here, it's useless. I know he's your husband. But this is wrong, Brooke. Now, you've got to stand up to Ridge. You're the only one that can stop him.
Sinus rhythm?
Yes, we have him on an IV TKO. And most of the tests are coming back very positive, waiting for one more. And,
Good work.
Hey, how's he doing?
resting comfortably. Nick, this is Dr. Ying, the specialist from China I told you about. He'll be taking on your father's case.
Good. How are the treatments going?
Your father is responding remarkably well.
How so?
Why don't we let him show you himself?
Massimo, your son is here.
Pop?
Can you talk?
Yeah. Good.
You want me to make your case to Ridge?
No, I don't want you making our case. Brooke, I want you to put an end to this.
Thorne, I know you don't like his decision.
And neither do you. Come on, Brooke. You can't tell me that you're comfortable with this. Shutting us out of high-end retail. It's anti-competitive. It borders on illegal. And not to mention the havoc it's going to wreak on this family.
Well, I don't see why it should.
Don't you? Brooke, Mother and Dad are on my side. Darla and I just came from there where they threw a party for us to wish us good luck. Look, we are finally starting to heal, which is what everyone wants, right? Well, except for Ridge.
No, that's not true.
He's on the attack, Brooke. He's trying to grind this company out of existence. Now, do you see that as a peace offering? You told Darla you want to help get this family together? Well, Brooke, here's your chance.
Ridge didn't go to Nick out of spite. He's just trying to protect Forrester Creations.
He can justify it all he wants. I know what he's doing.
Forrester has never done business this way.
We've had the high-end exclusivity clause in all of our contracts for years.
Sure, but how many times have you enforced it?
We never had to before, because no high-end boutique would showcase a startup line. And Nick is new to this business. Plus, he has a personal relationship with you, which has swayed his judgment.
That's ridiculous. Nick is a businessman. He was going to pick up our line because he knew that it would sell and it would make him money. And he knew that because we got great reviews. We earned this, Brooke.
We deserve a chance. Brooke, this just isn't right.
And as Thorne said, it's probably not even legal.
And it's definitely immoral.
Just like getting the vendors to deal with you and not with Forrester. How many collections has Spectra stolen from us now? Don't you dare take the moral high ground, Thorne. Because if there's any illegal behavior in this situation, it's yours.
You're right, Brooke. Stealing your designs was wrong, and I regret it. But we're not doing that anymore, and I stopped selling the ones that we had. Now, one would think Ridge would be happy about that he would respect us. But what does he do? He's punishing us.
You can't look at it that way.
How else can we look at it, Brooke?
You asked us to be fair, and that's what this is. We've been more than fair. We could have prosecuted you for stealing our designs, but we didn't. We didn't have to agree to the showdown where you got these wonderful reviews, but we did. No other startup company has had that opportunity. And now you want more special favors?
Special favors? Brooke, we're asking you not to torpedo us.
Because you're family.
No, because it's the wrong thing to do.
God, I can't even believe you want to be a part of this, Brooke.
She doesn't, Darla. She's simply standing by her man, right or wrong.
This is a sound business decision.
Brooke, I know you pretty well. And you know Ridge extremely well. Now, in your heart of hearts, do you honestly believe there's nothing personal about what Ridge is doing? Do you? That's what I thought.
Ridge has always been very competitive.
This goes way beyond that, and you know it.
If he wanted to compete, Brooke, he'd let Nick carry our line.
Of course he would. This is nothing but pure, unadulterated jealousy.
And not only is it not good for us, it's not good for him, Brooke.
What are you talking about?
He's rooting for his brother and sister to fail. He's sabotaging us. That goes against who Ridge is.
Thorne is right. We grew up with Ridge. You know, he's always been stubborn, cocky, sometimes downright arrogant. But he has never been vindictive or cold.
And he's going to regret these things, Brooke. The same way that I regret stealing Dad's lines. You know, I was so convinced that I had to play hardball to prove my point. But Brooke, I saw what I did through Dad's eyes and Mother's. And let me tell you something. That was a very hollow victory. Now, if Ridge succeeds in driving us out of business or ripping this family to shreds, he's going to feel the same way. He's going to feel sick inside, Brooke, just like I did. Now, is that what you want to happen?
It's already happening. I live with you. I see. I see how angry he has become.
That's what I don't get. What does he have to be angry about now? I'm not trying to take over Forrester. I'm not knocking off Forrester. I'm not trying to move him out. I've moved on. Now, I thought Ridge and I were finally getting back on the right track. After the showdown, he was impressed, Brooke. He even came over and congratulated me. And I thought he was sincere.
He was.
Okay, then. What happened between then and now? Why is he so bitter?
This whole situation has been hard on Ridge. You attacking the family.
But I'm not doing that anymore, Brooke. And the whole family knows it. Look at this. Mom and Dad gave this to me today. as a token of their appreciation and respect.
They're trying to bring us all back together, Brooke.
And how do you think they're going to react when they find out that Ridge is trying to tear us apart?
That's not his intention.
But that will be the end result, Brooke. They're not going to back him on this, and you will be forced to choose a side. And just like that, this family will be divided again.
Right. And Stephanie will be able to blame it on me.
Well, Ridge has put you in an impossible situation.
No, Thorne. You have. You're trying to set me against my husband.
Brooke, I'm trying to show you what's at stake here. Forrester can survive with Spectra in the same boutique, but this family, it may not survive another showdown, Brooke.
This has nothing to do with the family. This is a business decision.
You don't really believe that.
Something's wrong, Brooke, and I know you see it. This competition between Ridge and I, it should be over. We had the fashion show and Forrester won. I got the respect that I wanted. Now, we can all move on with our lives, except for Ridge. He's holding a grudge, and I think you know why. You don't have to tell us what it is, Brooke. You just have to stop him from acting on it. Brooke, you know better than anyone how much damage this kind of jealousy and animosity can cause. You've lived with it for years. Fighting with my mother? Brooke, you have watched the bitterness eat her up inside. And look what I did over jealousy. Look what I did, Brooke. I stole from my own family because I lost all perspective. And that's what has happened to Ridge. I don't know why. And I wish I could get through to him, but I doubt that I can, Brooke. But you can. You can get him to back down. You can get him to drop this vendetta, Brooke. Please. If he won't do it for us, do it for him.
You were just over at Spectra.
I went there to talk to Thorne.
Did you congratulate him on how well they're doing?
No. There's a problem.
What kind of a problem?
Nobody's picking up the new Spectra couture line, despite all the positive publicity.
Well, if that's true, I'm sure it's just temporary. Once Nick announces that Jackie M's going to carry the line, the others will follow suit.
If Nick were picking it up, but he isn't.
Did he say that?
Yes.
Did he tell you why?
I'm going to go over and talk to him.
No, somebody already did.
Who?
Ridge. Before he left for Europe. He told Nick if he were going to carry the new Spectra couture line, he was going to pull Forrester from every Jackie M boutique.
What?
First Sally and Brooke, now you. I should just put a revolving door in here.
Well, this is important, so I'll get right to the point. I want to discuss our brother's ultimatum and why you're letting Ridge jack you around.
Forrester is not pulling out of Jackie M, and for Ridge to strong-arm Nick into thinking we are.
Eric, just call Nick and tell him that Ridge was not authorized to say something like that.
I wouldn't do that. Ridge is adamant about this. If you reverse his decision...
His decision? It's not his decision to make. Not by himself, anyway. I'm the CEO of this company.
Eric, I know that. But I've spoken to him on the phone. He has some very solid reasons for doing this.
Oh, well and good, but he has no right to issue any kind of an ultimatum on our behalf.
This is not the way we do business.
God, I hope the press hasn't found out about this.
Or Thorne. Does he know?
Is that why you went over to see him? To deliver the good news? Oh, God, you're so thoughtless.
First of all, nobody dictates my decisions.
Well, that didn't stop our brother from threatening to...
I know what he was threatening. Even though we don't know each other that well, I understand what's at stake for you and for Spectra.
But
there's an exclusivity clause in the contract between Jackie M and Forrester. I checked with the attorneys, and I hate attorneys. So this isn't some figment of Forrester's imagination. Now, if I challenge this contract, that means I have legal battles for months. It means Forrester could try to use his connections to try and
pressure you into buckling.
But I don't buckle. I don't walk away from fights, legal or otherwise. The issue here is risk. If I take on Spectra, I risk losing Forrester that's a proven winner. Now, mind you, I know nothing about dresses. I'm like a seaman in a desert storm, but I know business, and that's not smart business, and this boils down to business.
For you. But for Ridge, it's personal. He's trying to strike back at me through you. He's using you, Nick.
So you're threatening me now, too?
No, that's Ridge's style. I'm here to help you.
Help me.
To get out from under Ridge's thumb, Nick. I know that's not the way you like to do business. Ridge calling the shots? Hell, you didn't like it when he was here at Maroney.
This is a shipping company. We're talking about fashion. It's his turf.
Well, it sounds like to me he wants to make Jackie M his turf. Look, I grew up with this guy, okay? I know him. Nick, if you let him get away with this, he will come back again and again, demanding more each time. Don't give him more power. Give him competition and give yourself more leverage. For the next time he comes in here and starts threatening your business, you can throw him out.
There's not going to be a next time.
Well, if you think that, then you don't know Ridge.
But I know what he's doing. He's not trying to run my business, Thorne. He's trying to run you out of business. That's his goal.
And he's using you to do it. That doesn't bother you?
Not particularly.
Look, Nick, you've stood up to him before.
I don't hold grudges.
Maybe not, but you do recognize the tactics. It'd be one thing, Nick, if he was really trying to help my father's company. But this vendetta is purely personal.
I know that.
And you're okay with that? His chief weapon against us?
I'm nobody's weapon.
But without you and your cooperation, he'd get nowhere, Nick. All you have to do is...
What? Now go on, tell me what. Stand up to him and strike a blow for victims everywhere? Now that might work for your team. Rally them around the cause, and it's a good cause.
Well, if you
Let
feel
me
that...
finish. I like what you're doing. I like what you've done for your sister. Given her some identity in this family, got out of Ridge's shadow. And I understand that you're counting on me signing on with your team.
We're natural allies.
I know that. The deck's stacked against us. Our backs have been against the wall.
We can change it, Nick. If we work together, we can change that. We can change that for a lot of people.
Interested in refereeing some grudge match between you and the Queen dressmaker. Besides, that's not who you should be talking to anyway.
Well, look, if you mean Ridge...
I don't. I mean your parents, or Brooke.
I have talked to her.
Well, then you know she's not as gung-ho with this as her husband.
She's not.
Still, she'll back him probably.
Actually, Nick, I may have gotten through to her.
That's so. So you got your parents, get Brooke.
Mm-hmm. Which means that I would have the majority shareholders on my side. Which means that Ridge would have no choice but to back down.
Oh, there you go. Looks to me like your problems are solved.
But still, it wouldn't need to come to that, Nick, would it?
Thorne, I like your company. I like underdogs. I like the whole rah-rah spirit. Plus, I kind of got the hots for your sister.
Oh, thank you.
But I have made my position perfectly clear here, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
However, if you were to convince Forrester to stay in,
you'd carry our line?
You bet. You make nice dresses.
That's all I need to hear, Nick. Thank you. Thank you.
Wes, you always think the worst of me. I stopped by Spectra to explain to Thorne.
Why his brother is still attacking him for no apparent reason?
He's just not attacking anybody. He's just trying to protect Forrester.
Protect Forrester from what?
For starters, from sharing shelf space with lower quality brands that's going to reflect badly on Forrester.
Oh, like Spectre Couture by Thorne Forrester.
Yes, Stephanie, like Spectre Couture by Thorne Forrester. Ridge is concerned that the public is going to get confused by the labels. That Spectra is going to be some kind of subsidiary of Forrester Creations. And just think what that would do to marketing.
Not to mention sales.
So you agree?
I agree that Ridge has a point. I do. But I disagree completely with his tactics, that he would take such a hard line about this, especially knowing what it will do to his brother.
Well, Thorne was feeling so positive about everything after the competition.
We all were, or so I thought.
You think this has affected Ridge in some way?
What, that Thorne was able to hold his own against him?
Did he say anything to you? Are his feelings hurt in some way? Brooke, could you please answer me?
Yes. But this isn't about the showing. This is about... Ridge overheard what you said to Thorne
What I said to Thorne.
after the showing. How he's...
Oh. He heard you say, Thorne's our only son.
Ridge wasn't supposed to hear that. But Thorne needed to hear that for so many reasons, especially then.
Brooke, it doesn't mean that we love Ridge any less.
Yes, I know that. But you have to understand that Ridge is hurting over this. He didn't want to admit it, even to me. So make no mistake. He needs his parents' support right now just as much as his brother does.
Oh, great, you're still here. I just came from seeing Nick. Mother, Dad, I'm gonna need your support. Like never before.
We need our support.
I've already asked Brooke for hers. Did you tell them what's going on? Can you believe this? What Ridge is doing? Shutting me out like this after everything I've accomplished so far? You know, I don't get it. I mean, what possible reason does he have to put up this kind of roadblock? I mean, other than the obvious.
So you went over and you saw Nick?
Yes, I thought I might be able to change his mind.
Did you?
Well, he's in a very difficult situation, Mother, courtesy of our brother.
So Ridge's ultimatum had a big effect?
Well, how can it not? He threatened to pull Forster out of Jackie M.
The rest of the couture houses will follow.
Exactly, Mother, for fear of being tainted by the inferior Spectre Couture by Thorne Forster.
There's nothing inferior about your line or the man who put it on the map.
Only we're not on the map yet. And we're not gonna be, Dad, if we don't get a shot at the high-end boutiques. Now, if everyone finds out why Jackie M is not carrying our line, we're finished. It's over. That's why I went to Nick, to try to convince him to reconsider.
Has he?
He said that he would carry Spectre Couture if Forster gave him the green light. But the only way that is to happen...
is if we give you our absolute support on this.
Which means going up against Ridge. Overriding him. Which you three can do. And not to cause more conflict in this family, but to put an end to it once and for all, to tell Ridge it's over. Because that's what we all want, isn't it? Brooke, look, I know he's your husband, and I know that you love and support him. But I honestly believe in your heart, you don't support this. Not when you know how much harm it can cause, how much harm it's already caused. Dad, I know it's not easy standing up to Ridge, especially when he's used to getting everything that he wants. But I did it. I stood up to him. And now...
And now it's our turn.
Mom, I know you're not comfortable making this decision without Ridge being here. But I need to know your answer now. I need to know that what you said is really true, that you meant it. That the favoritism between me and my brother is over. Can you do that, Dad? Can you give me my chance to prove myself fair and square? Will you do that, Dad? For me. The way Ridge is going about this, he's not just playing hardball. He's attacking me.
Why do you think it's personal?
He's blackballed my collection, Mother. He doesn't do that with other competitors.
As far as I know, the only account Ridge has spoken with is Jackie M.
Yes, which is the only company that's willing to take a chance on us. Coincidence? I think not. You know what? I am sick and tired of playing by Ridge's rules. He wanted the spotlight, so I gave it to him. I stepped back. He couldn't work with me here at Forrester. I moved on.
Honey, I know you've sacrificed a lot.
Yes, Mother. And all I've asked for is a fair shot to prove myself on a level playing field. Is that too much to ask?
No. No, son, it's not.
Well, then why won't Ridge let me be, Dad? Is there something else going on here? What is it?
There is a reason that your brother is doing this.
Stephanie.
He deserves an explanation.
What is it?
Nothing. It's not even worth getting into.
Do you remember after the competition, your father had a long talk with you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, how could I forget that?
Well, Ridge overheard what he said. He heard your father say that you are our only son.
Yeah, and?
We think he was very hurt by that.
We don't know that for sure.
Wait, hold on a sec. Ridge is sabotaging my career, this entire family, because he heard you say that I'm your only son? I am your only son.
Biologically.
I'm sorry he was hurt, Brooke, okay? I really am. But how many times did I have to hear that Ridge was your favorite son? I survived.
You did steal his designs.
Oh, Brooke, please. That's all behind us now.
You know what? We're a new company now. And I believe Spectra Couture belongs in a high-end boutique like Jackie M. Do you?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now, how about you, Brooke? I want you to forget that Ridge is your husband just for a second, okay? And you put that savvy business cap of yours on, and you tell me honestly, do you believe Spectra Couture can compete with Forrester?
I was impressed by your showing.
Impressed enough to share retail space with us?
That's not my decision to make.
Brooke, you're the majority shareholder. In fact, you could override Ridge's mandate right now.
Spectra Couture hasn't proven itself yet.
And if it's up to Ridge, we never will. Look, Brooke, I know your loyalties lie with your husband as well they should, okay? But I'm not asking you just to save me. I'm asking you to save my brother from himself.
You're putting me in an impossible position, Thorne.
You know Ridge is wrong, Brooke. It's not up to him to decide which retailer carries our line. That is left up to the buyers of the stores.
As far as I know, the only retailer that he's talked to is Nick. Now, if the others aren't picking you up, it's because they have the same concerns that Ridge does. Spectra is not up to par.
They're all going to take their cue from Jackie M.
Brooke, you know how the fashion business works. Everyone is afraid to be the trailblazer here. But as soon as that one company takes the risk, the others will follow. You know that. Brooke, do you know how hard it was for me to take the risk of turning Spectra into a couture house? Do you have any idea? That could have killed my career, Brooke, killed it. And everybody said it was going to, but you know what? I did it. I did it anyway. And when that showing was over and I was a success, I was just so relieved, Brooke. Because I thought I did the impossible.
You did, honey.
And I thought, finally, our family can heal because there's no reason to take sides anymore. But thanks to Ridge, this situation has gone from bad to worse, Brooke. Look, I haven't put you in an impossible situation. Ridge has, Brooke. But you have the power to stop this right here, right now.
Oh, it's Ridge.
His ears must be burning.
Hi, honey. Good. How's your trip? Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I can't wait to see you. I love you too. Okay. Thorne, I can't make an executive decision. Not now. Look, Ridge will be home tomorrow, okay?
Brooke, our window of opportunity is shrinking every moment.
You're asking me to blindside my husband.
No, he isn't. But I'm going to ask you to think for yourself. Brooke, how many years have you told me that you want to be a part of this family? How important it is to you? Well, here's your opportunity, isn't it?
By going against my husband's wishes.
No. By doing what I think you know is the right thing.
Thorne's right about this, Brooke. You know that, don't you?
Marriage is a long, hard journey, and you don't always see eye to eye. But what you can hope for is at the end of the day, you'll respect one another. Respect one another because you each have the ability to do what's the right thing. You believe this is a strong marriage, a good marriage. Well, if that's the case, then you've got to stand up to Ridge, and you've got to do it for the family. I'm going to count on you to do that.
You guys know you're always welcome here, but it's not going to help your case if you're the first thing that Ridge sees when he walks through that door.
We're not going to hang around, believe me.
We just wanted to stop by and thank you in person.
I haven't done anything or promised anything.
Maybe not yet, but you will.
You seem confident.
I know you, Brooke, and you know what's right.
And I think you also know that it's completely out of line for Ridge to block the distribution of Spectre Couture.
Yes, and you're the largest stockholder, not Ridge. Brooke, you can put an end to this. You can give Spectre the chance that we deserve to enter this marketplace. Now, all we're asking for is a shot.
Hello? Oh, hi, Ridge. Good. Then I'll see you soon. I love you too. Bye. I'll be here in a few minutes.
We won't be.
Okay, thank you in advance, Brooke. Oh, I know you won't let us down. Thank you.
Logan, talk to me here.
You know I trust your business instincts. And you've taught me all of the basics of the fashion industry. And I'm incredibly grateful that we're going to be working together again.
Why do I have a feeling there's a but in there?
Because in this particular instance, I think that you're overreacting.
Really?
Thorne is your brother.
Well, that didn't seem to stop him from walking out of Forrester Creations and then blatantly stealing our old collection to inaugurate Spectre Couture by Thorne Forrester. If anybody else had done that, Dad and I would have sued them into the ground, but because it was poor, mistreated Thorne, he gets away with it.
Thorne regrets the way he handled things. He and his team have gone completely legit.
Yeah, so I've been hearing. He doesn't want to be treated any differently than any other competitor, which is fine, because I'm through cutting him any breaks. Forrester Creations does not have to sell to any chain that refuses to uphold premium standards of couture excellence. And that includes Jackie M if they decide to carry Spectra. Now, if Nick wants to take Forrester over Spectra, that's just good business.
Oh, come on, Ridge. You're not exactly giving Nick a choice.
Hey, he's free to go with whatever designers he wants to. But we, in turn, are free to take our distribution elsewhere if we don't agree with him.
And what if your father doesn't agree? He is still CEO.
Logan, together, you and I still control the majority of stock. So, My decision stands. After what Spectra Couture has put this family and this company through the last year, I'm not just going to hand over the keys to the high fashion marketplace to them. It's not going to happen.
My God, Ridge, do you hear how vindictive that sounds? Shouldn't this be about the product? You saw the original designs of Spectra Couture and you thought they were great. Thorne and his team are working at a very high skill level now. Okay, maybe they're not going to be like you and Eric. Not yet, anyway. But they're certainly not going to tarnish the image of Forrester Creations or Jackie M. And they are not a threat. Although, this ultimatum to Nick may get the press and the fashion industry thinking that that's how you perceive Spectra.
So you think I'm making a bad business move?
I don't think this is about business at all. I think this is personal. And I think it starts at the root of when you heard Eric tell Thorne at the Forrester Spectra fashion show that Thorne was Eric and Stephanie's only son.
Oh, come on, Brooke. That's ridiculous. God, I regret even mentioning that conversation now. It has nothing to do with that.
Well, it meant a lot to you, Ridge.
Logan, it was no big deal, all right? I mean, he is their only son, isn't he? At least biologically speaking. Why would I be upset just because Dad wanted to mention that?
Because it flies in the face of everything that you grew up with. Your entire self-esteem, your self-image. The relationship that you had with Eric that you always had.
Nothing has changed.
Something has changed. Thorne has found his way at Spectra. And the fashion industry has given their approval, and your parents have too. Now, I know it may seem like this whole favoritism thing has shifted,
Oh, come on, Logan. Wait, is that what you think is going on here? You think I'm just doing this to get even because I'm jealous of Thorne?
Yes. That's what I think. You're angry with me.
No. I just can't believe you actually think I'm jealous of Thorne.
Well, what am I supposed to think? The way that you're treating him.
Is that what he was saying? Was he acting like some kind of victim here?
Just admit that you're not treating him the same way as the other competitors.
Oh, well, you're damn right I'm not. If anyone else had tried to steal designs from us, they would have been up to their necks in litigation.
By keeping them out of Jackie M?
I'm not keeping them out. I told you, if Nick and Jackie want to carry Spectra, fine. But they will not be carrying Forrester too.
You won't even consider backing down?
Why should I?
To end this feud.
Logan, there is no feud.
Between you and Thorne.
He's the one that's making this personal, not me.
I know you're hurting. To hear Eric and Stephanie call Thorne their only son.
No, it has nothing to do with that, Brooke.
Ridge.
Look, Forrester's had a high-end exclusivity clause with all these boutiques for years. It's in our contract. All I'm asking is that Jackie M honor it.
But you're not asking. You gave Nick an ultimatum.
I was just stating a fact. If they want to carry Spectra's line, they've broken the terms of our contract.
Well, we can make an exception. This time. For the family.
You mean for Thorne?
For all of us. We just got through one family crisis, and this could cause another one. You say this isn't personal, but I'm hearing a lot of hostility.
I just got home from a very long trip. I'd like to spend some time with my wife and kids, and I get confronted by all this.
This needs to be dealt with.
It has been.
You made a unilateral decision with no backing from the rest of the family.
I don't need their approval. You and I control the majority vote.
Ridge, you never even mentioned it to me.
Because I knew you'd be with me, Logan. Come on, you know how this business works. Your reputation is determined by the company you keep. Forrester cannot associate with Spectre Couture by Thorne Forrester.
Hold that thought. I'll be right back. What are you all doing here?
Thorne told us you were going to talk to Ridge tonight. We've come over to support you in that.
No, this is not a good time.
You didn't even talk to him about it, did you?
Did you? Did you tell him?
Did she tell me what? Dad, Thorne, Darla.
Hello, son. Look, we know you've had a long flight. If this isn't a good time, we don't have to stay.
No, I'm actually curious about all this. Hello, Mother.
Honey?
Something tells me you're not here to welcome me home from my trip.
Well, I'm sure they'd like to know how it went.
Yes, well, basically, I spent the whole time explaining that my brother Thorne is no longer associated with Forrester Creations in any way.
Ridge and I were just discussing the situation at Jackie M.
Brooke tells me that you've been on the campaign trail, Thorne.
I'm just trying to save my collection, Ridge.
Well, then you should be on the phone trying to find another distributor, because Jackie M is off limits.
I knew we couldn't count on you, Brooke.
What, do you think my wife was going to take pity on you?
There's no reason for sarcasm. This isn't about pity, and it's not about taking sides.
This is about keeping peace in this family.
Even at the expense of our company.
It's not the way our company does business, Ridge. That's not what I taught you.
I was just holding Nick to our pre-existing exclusivity contract.
Well, Nick wants to carry our line, Ridge. He told me so himself.
Oh, and Brooke told you she was going to talk to me about all this, too?
Yes, she did.
Well, she's a very compassionate person. That's what I love about her. But if you think she was going to convince me of all this, you're mistaken.
Did you try?
Ridge just walked in the door. Hardly had time to even...
Look, you don't have to explain your position to them. It's their position that doesn't matter.
Our position is that we all want what's best for this family.
Except for me, right? I'm the odd man out?
No, honey, that's not true.
Ridge, I understand why you've made this decision.
Good. Then you'll understand why I'm sticking to it.
Ridge, you can't.
And who's gonna stop me, huh?
We are. It's for your own good, Ridge. This competition of yours has gone too far. Now, the board disagrees with your decision. And if we take a vote on it, we'll reverse it.
Why would Spectra's business be of any concern to the Forrester board?
Because the president's deliberately sabotaging our efforts to put out our line, Ridge.
Oh, come on.
It isn't fair what you're doing.
What I'm doing is a common business practice, and your husband's been around long enough to know that. In fact, I remember you giving me a lecture on how wrong I was to think the rules didn't apply to me.
All right, Ridge, that's enough.
You're damn right it's enough. I'm sick of Thorne's whining.
Oh, Ridge, come on now. Your brother has a legitimate complaint.
Thorne thinks we owe him something. He's not above throwing in a little guilt trip to get it.
That's not why I said what I did. The other day, to Thorne in the showroom. I know you overheard me.
You told them.
I was concerned. I thought it might be affecting your decision.
It's not.
Ridge, Eric's show of respect for your brother and what he has accomplished does not in any way diminish his love for you.
You have never doubted your importance to this family. You've never had to. Thorne has.
Well, you were just boosting his ego, is that it?
You're both my sons. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
Is that what this is about?
No.
I know what you're feeling. And by lashing out at me, Ridge, it's not going to make you feel any better. Believe me, I know.
Look, would you all please leave? I've had a very long, stressful trip. I'd just like to spend a little time with my wife.
We have to talk this out.
Not tonight.
We have to settle this, Ridge.
Dad, if Ridge wants us to leave, we'll go. As soon as you reverse your decision about Jackie M.
It's not going to happen.
They're not going to support you, Ridge.
Yes, they've made that very clear.
Well, let's take a vote right here, right now.
Another vote? Don't you remember what happened last time this company took a vote, Thorne?
I think the outcome will be different this time, Ridge. Brooke, you are a very strong, intelligent, independent woman. You've stood up to my mother. You've stood up to this family. You have never let anyone intimidate you, and that's why you have come as far as you have, Brooke, by trusting your instincts and doing what you think is right. Now, you have an opportunity that no one in this family has ever been able to accomplish, and that is to end this war before real damage is done, Brooke, to our companies and to our families. Now, I understand how hard that it is to stand up to your husband, Brooke. I do, because I know that you spent majority of your life wanting to be a loving wife to him. And I know you don't want to jeopardize that, Brooke. But what Ridge is doing is wrong. And I know that you know that. Brooke, everyone in this room will respect you. And you will respect yourself if you look him in the eye and tell him that he can't do this, that he can't run over me like this anymore because it's not right. It has to stop. Tell him, Brooke, please. Tell him that you will not accept his decision.